Azerbaijani Army has lost over 3,000 servicemen in war with Armenia over Nagorno and Karabakh region. The Azerbaijani Army has been dealt with heavy casualties by the Armenian troops. This is IFE News channel and you are watching an exclusive report. The Azerbaijani army has lost more than 3,000 servicemen since the eruption of hostilities in conflict-torn Nagorno and Karabakh. The press secretary of the president of the self-proclaimed Republic of Artsakh said on Saturday. The intelligence data shows that the Azerbaijani losses had already exceeded 3,000 servicemen. Most bodies remain in the neutral zone and nothing has been done for their transportation. On Sunday morning, an escalation unfolded along the contact line of Nagorno and Karabakh. An Armenian majority autonomy that proclaimed independence from what then was a Soviet Azerbaijani Republic in 1991. Azerbaijan launched what it described as a counter-offensive, while Artsakh authorities accused the Azerbaijani forces of opening fire against the innocent civilians and civilian infrastructure in its capital. The armed hostilities continues at this point. Armenia and Azerbaijan has been fighting for 8 days. Many villages have been destroyed in this war and people of Nagorno and Karabakh are locked in their house for the last 8 days. The fighting between Armenia and Azerbaijan over the disputed region of Nagorno and Karabakh has escalated dramatically after Baku accused Armenian forces of firing rockets at Ganja, which lies outside the contested area. At least one civilian was killed and 4 more injured in the attack on Sunday on Ganja, which is Azerbaijan's second largest city, 100 kilometers north of the Karabakh capital. The incident brings the two former Soviet Union republics a step closer to outright war after 8 days of clashes and threatens to draw a regional power, Turkey, Russia, and Iran, in the battle for influence in the sensitive southern Caucasus. The Azerbaijani presidential aide has said there had also been a civilian casualty in another Azeri region which borders Nagorno and Karabakh, and his country could not hesitate to retaliate against the Armenian shelling of Azerbaijani population. Armenia denied it and directed fire of any kind towards Azerbaijan. The Armenian leader of Nagorno and Karabakh, however, confirmed on social media, Facebook, that his forces had targeted a military airbase in Ganja, but later stopped firing in order to avoid civilian casualties. While the conflict has centuries-old root, a bitter war between Azerbaijan and Armenian forces over Nagorno and Karabakh was triggered by the collapse of the Soviet Union. A ceasefire in 1994 left Armenia in full control of the area and surrounding enclaves, which are internationally recognized as Azerbaijani territory. The region has long attracted Western concern because it is a major oil and gas pipeline corridor to world's market. Tension between the two neighbors over the last 30 years have traditionally been mediated by Russia, which has a power of military alliance with Armenia but also maintains close link with Baku's ruling elite and sell arms to both sides. Turkey, which has strong cultural and economic ties with Azerbaijan, is widely viewed to have stocked up hostilities by declaring its staunch support for Azerbaijan. When the fighting broke out last week, Turkey showed its full support to the Azerbaijan. The Turkish President Erdogan declared, "For there is a solution, the Armenian occupiers must withdraw from these lands." Anarka and Baku have conducted large-scale joint military drills since clashes in July that killed 17 people in a different border region. Casualties from the past week fighting have run into hundreds and even thousands. Both Baku and Yerevan accuse each other for targeting innocent civilians. Calls from Russia, the US, France, and Europe for ceasefire have so far been ignored, and the violence appears to be worsening. Armenia says that the Karabakh cities and its populated areas have come under heavy attack from the Azerbaijani jets and long-range missiles. While Azerbaijan said on Saturday its forces had captured a string of villages, Armenia acknowledged the ethnic Armenian fighters were under pressure in some places and said the situation on the ground was fluctuating. The fighting has also been characterized by accusations from the both sides. Earlier this week, Armenia also accused a Turkish Air Force F-16 jet was shooting down an Armenian warplane, but did not release any material evidence. While the Azerbaijan blames Yerevan is being aided by fighters from the Kurdistan Workers' Party, a militant group based in Syria and Iraq, but has also not produced any proof. Iran, which has a sizable Azeri population and shares border with both Armenia and Azerbaijan, has denied report it is providing Armenia with arms and military equipment and has officially called upon the both countries to de-escalate. Nagorno and Karabakh is now the third theater in which Moscow and Anarka are engaged in a volatile power struggle after Syria and Libya. Turkey has facilitated the development of up to 16,000 Syrian mercenaries to Libya's battlefield so far this year. Meanwhile, the Indian Republic has stayed neutral, not taking any sides either with the Armenian or with the Azerbaijan. India has called upon the both countries and its leadership to de-escalate and solve the issues with peace and talks. Thank you for listening to IFE News. This is an exclusive report on Azerbaijan and Armenian war front. We will come back with yet another exclusive news. Till then, goodbye and Jai Hind.